sometimes like when something happens in my life, I'm like, damn, like I literally came from like not shit. You know what I mean? Like I just love skateboarding. So it's like, it's trippy to think about because I just loved it so much. I was just like, I just want to be a part of it, you know? But it still chokes me up because I work so hard, you know? And it's so funny because like I had sent my footage to everybody. I was like obsessed with Element growing up because it just spoke to me. They had girls on the team, people of color, you know? And then, yeah, and I think you know when you're a kid, you're just on YouTube, and I think this kid in my town, someone commented, like, I thought they were cool. They were like the cool kids where I grew up, and like I wasn't in the group. Just because like I grew up super like sheltered, and like in Florida, it's very much like, you can't meet people on the street because you're in a car to the place, back in the car. You know what I mean? So I never really got to mingle with anybody. So YouTube was like how I saw people. And these kids were so cool to me in Florida. And I guess one of my favorite guys in the group, someone was like, that dude wants to be Jason Dill. And I'm like, if this dude is sick, I wonder how cool Jason Dill is. And then I typed in the name, and then from there I found like Minefield Photosynthesis, Mosaic, and all that other shit. And then that's how I like found, and then I was like, who made this video? Photosynthesis. And I was like, fucking Bill Strobeck, edited by Joe Kashushi, you know, all that shit. And then I just love skateboarding, so it wasn't like research to me. It was just me like finding things I like that made me happy. And then from there I was like, who is this Bill guy? Like, and then I found out who he was, and I was like, he's so cool. Like, I want him to like think I'm cool. Like, I wonder, you know, because all I was looking for is like community. Mm-hmm. Like when I sent him my video, I just wanted him to be like, damn, that's sick, keep going. And that's exactly what he did. That's all he did. And I was like, that was all I needed. I felt like I was pro, someone I looked up to be like, damn, you're so sick, you know? And so from there, like, we just kept talking about like, oh, I made this series called Beatrice 1, 2, 3, 4, basically sponsor me tapes, and they'd be like 5 minutes each. I'd send it to him, and every time he'd be like, awesome, keep skating, da 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 da. And that's all I really cared about. And one day he was like, yo, I'm making this video, like nonchalant, like I'm making this video, like film some shit and like send it to me. And I was like, okay. Like I didn't know anything, you know, I'm just like, okay, he's gonna put me in his video. Like he was doing those YouTube edits at the time, the black and white ones, yeah. And I thought I was gonna get to be in those. That's what I was like, no way, like what the fuck, I'll be in his YouTube videos. And then I sent it to him, which I regret now because I was like, you know, when you're a kid, he had seen all my tricks, so I didn't really send him like tricks that were, I just try to send him new stuff. So it was like 4 or 5 stuff, which I regret now. I'm like, I should have sent him like same tricks on different spots, but whatever. It happened to be what it is. Yeah, and so I sent it to him. I didn't hear back from him for like maybe 3 months, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I kept looking to see if the video's on YouTube, and then I just get something in my email being like, you're cordially invited to Cherry Supreme, March 17th, you know, 2014. I was like, what? But I was like, it's in New York? Fuck, you know? So I had this little job at the time. I saved up all my money, and I bought 2 Amtrak tickets, me and my mom, so I couldn't come here alone. And I bought the hotel on Delancey, the Holiday Inn, for us to stay at. And then from there, it was my first time in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, and I came up here, and it was surreal. Like, I don't think anybody has had an experience like that and never will. Because the way I came up to New York, it was like that, super humbling, and then boom. Like, the first thing I met up with Bill, he was like, let's go. The Supreme line is on Lafayette at the time, up the ass. I just, like, walked past every fucking, like, this kid just walking past everybody, going into the store. Everyone's like, yo. I guess they had, like, Bill had showed them my footage, and they were really super hyped. Like, Logan Laura was there, you know, Jenny, Sage, Sean. It was cool. And then from there, we, like, went to, like, the Van skate park, the old one, House of Vans, the Franklin one. Skated all day. Dill showed up. It was just like, what the fuck? It was crazy. It was so crazy. Like, it was like all my things happened at once. And I was like, at that moment, I was like, oh, I did it. You know? Like, I did it. So it was just cool. And then from there, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And they, like, I don't know. It was more of, like, me just having people that I related to. And they were, like, into skating and, like, into the same shit I was, like, fashion and shit like that. So it was, like, just the best time. And then my mom got to experience it, which was super cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like skating past Alex Olsen sitting on the fucking thing, and he's like, yo, I'm like, whoa. Fucking, I saw Todd Jordan. I was like, oh my God. Like, my favorite video growing up was like Compost. You ever seen that video?
Yeah.
All those dudes, you know, except for Harold because he's not here. But it was like crazy. I saw Quim, and I was like, y'all just lurk in the. Like, I'm thinking everyone's just posted up outside. But yeah, I mean, I grew up. My dad's from the Bronx, and so growing up in Florida, he'd always be like, "New York's the best fucking place in the world," and I'm just like, okay, like, you know. He's like, I want to go back. He would always like talk about that. So to come here and be a big fan of Hey Arnold and hearing my dad talk about New York every day. It was like, damn, he was right. This place is sick. And, like, everyone is just outside, you know. And there was the winter, too. It was Dead March, Brick. But, like, I still get to... I saw Gons sitting in front of Labor. It was weird. It was like, damn, it was really cool. Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, I lived there at one point, too. I was so obsessed with the block because I was like, this is where I first stayed at. And then after a while, I was like, this place is like Las Vegas. I got to move that way, yeah. I was like, this is a lot. But, yeah, I was obsessed with that block for so long. I love the remember the curb in the middle of the island? I used to skate that all the time.
The one that's not there anymore.
Yes,
yeah.
I used to skate that all the time. And I met a lot of people there, too, just like locals that lived in the area. What year is that? So I'm just finishing high school. So I was like 17, 18. So just like a kid, you know, like just super impressionable and like really just eager to like skateboard, you know, and to be in New York City. And then, yeah, from there, yeah, I was just, after that, like, graduated and, like, would come out, like, during my spring break for college, because I did college for 2 years, and I would just come out and, like, anytime I got time off, I would save all my money, if it was from FAFSA, thank you, save that shit, bought the cheapest books, would save that money, come to New York by myself, stay at Delancey, because that's what I knew, like, the Holiday Inn, and just, like, come up here and just skate. I just wanted to skate and be in New York, because I don't know, I'm a super, like, skate whatever nerd, and I'm, like, really into, like, with skateboarding comes architecture, and I'm, like, obsessed with, like, how things are built and how high they are. Here, everything is leveled. It's very leveled, like, for, like, human consumption. In Florida, everything is so high because of, like, handicaps and old people, so everything's, like, high to skate, but, like, in New York City, everything's kind of, like, at a good level. So I was like, oh my God, this ledge is good. Or like this rail is like, I've never seen a rail that like hits the ground. Or like where you guys have the curbs with the metal on it. Even your ground is like tar, which is smooth. In Florida, our natural resource is shells and sand. And that's what our ground is made of. So you skate street and your board is like done. Or you can't even really tray flip because it's just gripping, you know. It's like all those little things. So I was like, damn, I could like skate in the middle of the street and like I'm not gonna get cut up from like shells, you know. So it was like just all that shit where I was like, damn, this place is like the best place in the world, you know. Because I liked old skateboarding, 90s skateboarding, like that's the kind of skateboarding I love. So to see like fucking like, you know, you have Quim there, Peter BC, like what, it's like all of them just sitting in a row, like God, it was crazy. It was just like insane. And to sit there and watch the video and to watch my clip come up, which is, I want to say, is the only colored skate clip in the whole video. Yeah, after Sean's line. And for people to be like, I'd never been to like a real premiere before either. So for people to be like, ah, and I'm like, my mom's next to me. Dylan's like right there, you know, like it was crazy. And I was like, whoa, like this is skate community. I never had that because growing up I skated by myself. So it was trippy. Like I'm getting emotional talking about it. It was nuts. Because now, like every time I see Cherry, I just hear the reactions of people every time. Like that's why I kind of like to watch videos like that because, like, yeah, if I play Cherry in my house now, I hear the reaction of the crowd, you know, and which is cool, you know.